How does it feel to stack a
It's
couple
funny.
wins together?
It feels good, honestly. Just being able to really protect home field, just continue to keep that streak alive. I mean, honestly, just getting rolling overall, starting to play complementary football, start trying to figure out ways to win games. I mean, go on the road to London tonight, and then get another victory, and then get a little reset with the bye week, and just keep the momentum going from there.
Jaylon, I was in the house yesterday. Almost shouted to you as I was close enough, but like you're busy. You're
Yeah,
working,
yeah.
clear, understandably. But it was.
Where were you at?
I was in 103, so I was down near that end zone where you guys were working out,
Oh, okay, okay.
where you're warming up. In fact, saw number 21 Jones. He wasn't leaving right away because he was throwing a football with kids in the stands.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And you ran over and said, come on, we got to go." Is that just a leadership move? What's that?
Nah, nah. Honestly, so after I caught my few little passes, I went over to see my fiance, my daughter, because it was their first time at the game this year. So I left early to go see them, and then I had got his wife a field pass as well, and I don't think he knew she was down there. So
Oh,
So when I went over there, she was like, "Can you tell Jalen I'm down here?" Da, da, da. I'm like, "Okay, bet." So I went back and I was kind of looking for him, like, "Bro, what the hell is he doing? Where he at?" So I ended up finding him. I'm like, "Hey, bro, come on, for like, hurry up and come see your girl before we gotta go inside." So I mean, I was just trying to make sure that he got some wifey love before we had to go back inside. That was it.
The sidelines for you guys has been like a who's who lately. Simone Biles obviously has been on the
Yeah, no
sidelines.
doubt.
Yesterday, Angel Reese and Captain America himself were on the sidelines for you guys.
Who's Captain America?
From the movies.
Chris Evans?
No, the actual black one, Falcon.
Oh,
He's
okay.
there.
All right.
He was?
Yeah, he was walking the
Oh,
sidelines
that's
before the
tough.
game.
I love the Avengers. That's crazy. I ain't even seen him.
And of course Papa Doc in 8 Mile.
Yeah, 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 yeah. He played a few roles.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm surprised that you missed him. That's funny though. But the Bears threw out a whole video with him in it too. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, see, now I missed it all then, because I mean, I don't know if people probably forget or don't believe me, but I don't see what's going on in the social world. So if they don't send it directly to my phone, I ain't gonna really see it unless I see it with my own two eyes.
Well, you made the right choice. Wifey time, family time
Yeah,
before the game. That is that
you
is an
gotta do it.
that is an excellent choice. So, but that place was hopping. That's got to feel like one of the best games overall that you've been a part of since you've been here, Jaylon. Does it?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. It was funny because out of town, I think I don't know if it was 27-3 or 20. It was something we were up bad, and I was like, I don't think I've ever had a game like this since I've been in a Bears uniform. So I mean, at a point in time, I was honestly just telling the guys that, hey, you don't really get too many of these opportunities just like in the league, and of course, definitely where I've been at, kind of just telling guys like the story, like it's been a long time coming to be able to get a victory like that. And I think for us, I mean, even the was it the no, not the touchdown? What was it? 27-7, I think it
Yep.
was. And then we got to a point when we were up like 30 something seven. So I was like, I think it was like 37-7. I'm like, I ain't never been up for touchdowns, bro. So kind of just being able to really, like I said, just share that story and just keep guys hungry, because I mean, you never know when a win like that will happen again.
How about in terms of the offense? Feeling like you got an offense that can run the ball, that can pass the
Yeah.
ball. Is that the best offensive performance that you've been here for? He's
As
thinking.
far as I feel like maybe scoring wise, yeah. I mean, I don't really remember the numbers, but of course, I mean, you just look at the points, but like, damn, they scored a lot of damn points. So I think kind of just looking at it from that perspective, of course, where they come from week one, and the progression that they made, the progression that everybody has made at the overall perspective, relative positions and things like that. I feel like everybody just continue to grow, continue to stick to the script, and now they're rolling, putting up points, taking care of the football, scoring touchdowns. So I think they're doing a heck of a job. We just got to keep it rolling. Defense has to continue to find ways to improve, find ways to get the offense the ball back, give them short fields, and we got to keep playing complementary football.
This stretch that the defense is on, considering the amount of points that you guys are giving up, is pretty awesome. How
Right, no.
how desperate are teams in these situations where it's like, well, wait, we're not going to get a lot of chances to score on these guys? Do they
Mhm.
maybe go out and take more chances because of that?
Taking more chances in what ways
Like
would you
like
say?
maybe they go outside of what their offensive identity is to try and score points because they know that getting points against you guys is not easy.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you got to start kind of looking at it from, I feel like, a holistic standpoint. I mean, maybe they start going for more on special teams, start trying to get fake, start trying to do different things like that, even going for more on fourth down, just trying to get as many opportunities as they can. Because, I mean, for the most part, teams kind of get aggressive when you start kind of getting closer to the or they're 45 and kind of midfield, and they started being a little more aggressive. But I feel like you'll start seeing teams probably take a little more chances, just trying to figure out ways to put up points, figure out ways to continue to give themselves a chance. Because I feel like if you don't play aggressive, if you don't try to find where our weaknesses are, what other teams did, and you kind of just try to stick to what you do and just kind of let it go mano a mano, I feel like a lot of times we'll come out on top.
Man, we've seen Kyler Gordon blitz a bunch
Yeah.
and make some plays and get the Spider-Man celebration going. Yesterday, we saw Brisker with a massive hit on a dude named Tremble.
And
And
he trembled.
He did.
he really
He
did.
did.
He really did tremble.
I hope he's all right. God, hey, prayers up to that man. But hey, he trembled all right.
Oh, yeah, it's a tough name for a guy who just got a concussion. It's a tough name.
It's a clean hit, though.
Oh, yeah, it was a great hit.
Hey, perfect day. Great hit.
A great hit. Tyreek had a pass block up. He had a PBU. You had a big old hit on a when Kevin Byard was wrapping somebody up, but you were laid in there and put your shoulder in there. You had
I gave him a little chicken wing. I wouldn't say I hit him too much, hit him too hard. I didn't finish them all. I gave him a little chicken wing. That's it.
Physicality matters. And then Kevin Byard with an interception.
An incredible one.
Incredible interception. So, I felt like every member of the secondary had a moment yesterday. Did it feel like that to you?
Yeah, definitely. It's funny you say that because before the game, we huddled up and we wanted to have that type of performance. We literally went out and said, we're going to win this game. It's going to be because of us. So just going out there, making plays, putting the team on our back, putting the defense on our back to where we know every time we step on the field, we're the best position group out there. So, I mean, just another performance to be able to go out there and show that, living in guys. I mean, of course, Jaylon Johnson's a great receiver. Andy Dalton and them been lining it up the last few weeks. So definitely being able to go out there and definitely do our part, trying to find different ways to impact the game in the run and in the pass.
Each week, I'm amazed by how you stay pretty even keel, and your defense kind of does too.
Right.
When it comes to you guys, understanding that you're in a phase where you're pretty dominant right now, what keeps you humble? How do the coaches work to make sure that you guys don't walk into a game with false bravado?
Honestly, I think it just really starts with the guys we have in our locker room. I think we, after every game, I mean, win, loss, whatever it may be, we get together and we just talk about what could have went better. I mean, you get me, TJ, Kevin, I mean, all the defensive line. I mean, just you get us together, and I feel like it's turned into a conversation where it's like, man, I wish we could have did this better. I wish I could have made this play, or bro, I'm mad I didn't get under this drop and take away this, or I'm mad I didn't make this play or make this tackle. Or if I would have, I mean, we had those type of conversations to where when we get back out there, it's like, nah, we still got plays to make. Like we let, even the run we gave up for the touchdown, like stuff like that irritates us. It's not like, okay, we just held them to one touchdown. We're great. Hoorah. It's like, nah, they shouldn't even have that touchdown. So I think we always look at it from a wide perspective of just wanting to dominate completely in everything that we do. But I think too, also just knowing that things are going to happen, but also too holding a certain standard, holding each other accountable. And I mean, at the end of the day, we have a lot of fun competing to see who's gonna make the most plays. So we definitely got a weekly competition going. So that definitely keeps us going.
Our segment with Jaylon Johnson is sponsored by Plumbers 911 Plumbing Emergency. Call the plumbing professionals 24/7 at 1-833-PLUM-911. It is also brought to you by the fine folks over at Phillips Chevrolet, the #1 selling Chevy dealer in Illinois for 18 years in a row. And our segment with Jaylon Johnson is brought to you by Busey Bank, building businesses, growing wealth since 1868.
Jaylon knows the game. He's listening to those sponsorships getting knocked out. So, what's the weekly competition? What's the weekly competition? Is it for tackles or for plays?
Nah, you should know better than tackle. Nah, it's really about just turnovers. So I mean, can't go into too many details, but we got some things going for interceptions, forced fumbles, fumble recoveries, pick sixes. So we kind of got a little way to make sure everybody's feeling good at the end of the week to get compensated in some way, shape, or form for making plays. So we kind of try to figure out a little something to keep things spicy.
Love it. All right, we won't out you on that, but you should get credit for a one-on-one tackle because TJ had one. You had one. You had a one-on-one tackle. I think it was a third down play to hold somebody for getting a first down. By the way, on that play, are you rolling dice? What are you doing to celebrate? It looked like you were down in a crouch and rolling dice or something after you made the tackle.
No. It's my thing I got going this year. I mean, I gotta watch my language, but it's more so just like a belt sign or symbol, I would say, as far as getting a whooping. So I mean, that's the PG way I can say. But so I mean, that's not like the new thing. I don't know if you guys seen after like some of like the interceptions I've gotten or certain plays where everybody will kind of just start signaling like they getting whooped. So that's the new thing for me this year.
Got it.
So we could start playing a little hustle and flow for you when you come in. Just be like, Jaylon's out there going, "Want that trick? Want that trick?"
Every time. That's the goal. I mean, again, just like dominance, just for me, just finding ways to dominate the game. Because I mean, again, it's not like I'm just get so many targets every week. So I mean, just again, whether it's tackling, whether it's being aggressive and setting the edge or getting off a block or finishing off a tackle, whatever it may be, got to stay engaged and definitely in coverage is something that I got to continue to aim to be 100% at in the game. So, I mean, just trying to find ways to really dominate the game.
What was the win like at field level?
It was on and off. Like, I mean, at some point, like, it didn't really feel like anything. And then at other times in the game, it was like, man, this wind blowing pretty good. And it's like, you didn't know where it was really coming from. So, I mean, there's a few times I'm throwing water in the air trying to see which way the wind was taking it and different things like that. But, I mean, overall for the defense, you don't pay attention to it too much because we're not throwing the ball. We don't really care about the precision of the passes. So we just continue to stay locked in throughout it. But it seemed like our offense battled with it pretty good.
Yeah. Caleb said he was doing that before every drive. He's squirting a little bit of water in the air, see how it's going. But his arm was strong enough that it just seemed to cut through on everything. It's good to have that guy in that way.
Yeah. For sure. For sure. He had a heck of a game.
Speaking of Caleb, he said that the leadership council had gotten together after one of the practices. Were you part of that? You know what I'm talking about? After I think Thursday's practice, I got him talking about it. We could play it if that rings a bell to you.
Yeah, I was about to say we meet quite a few times.
All right, okay. Well, let's listen. This is Caleb Williams from his post game talking about the leadership council, which was big news last week, but we didn't hear about this week after the Thursday practice they gathered.
No, the games even that we lost, we were right there. Most of them were just small details throughout the game that we were missing. And I think after those losses and even after, this week and the week before, these wins, us understanding, the leaders and things like that, understanding, we got a lot of room to get better. We got a lot of things that we need to fix. Like this week, I think it was Thursday, we didn't have our best practice offensively. The next day, leaders, met kind of a little bit walking off the field on the offensive side and said we need to be better tomorrow. We came back the next day, locked in and focused, and obviously understanding the situation, and us just pushing each other for that next day, and it led into the game, I think.
So maybe that was just the offensive leaders. Is that what he's talking about? Okay. What?
Yeah, I was about to say, Dan, they invite me to that meeting.
Yeah, but that's okay though.
But that's cool to hear. The offensive leaders getting together.
No, right. I'm thinking it was all the captains and leaders, and I was the only one that couldn't understand it. But it was definitely just offense. Because I hope that I already got the invite if it was everybody together. But I think that definitely was something that they did because it happened really exactly how he said it happened. So just guys continuing to step up leadership wise, owning the team, owning the locker room. Because we can't keep waiting and this isn't going to be like this and we got to wait and hopefully we figure. No. It's more so about taking action. So definitely for them to be able to come together and take action like that is a big step in the right direction.
And you guys as a defense, do the leaders get together sometimes and talk like that?
No, I wouldn't say. No, I can't say. I wouldn't say we haven't done that. But again, I feel like it's often we talk all the time. We'll talk whether it's at breakfast at times or we'll talk after practice when we get in treatment. We're all. We've had plenty of sauna and hot tub conversations. So we're a pretty tight knit group. I would say all the time. It's not necessarily us wait until after practice or whatever. I mean, we meet even before practice. Every time we take the field together. We get a break, talk about what we want to do, how we going to do it, and then we go out there and get a break. So I think really just overall that for us has always been a thing as far as like the communication, transparency, the accountability. We always have that.
Jalen, obviously, you guys want to go over there and win the game against Jacksonville.
Okay.
I'm curious, is there anything about this trip from a cultural standpoint that you're interested in, or is it strictly a business thing?
I mean, honestly, it's crazy. I was just talking to my fiance about it. Like, I don't even know what to expect outside of, like, of course, like playing in the game. It's like, I don't know what it looks like. I don't know what they're known for. I don't know if they have good food, bad food, if it's good sites, good stores. I mean, I truly have no idea. So, I mean, I'm just going, I'm packing some clothes, just a kid. I go out and enjoy the sights, get a nice dinner or something. But I honestly have no idea what to expect. So I'm hoping it treats me good because I don't know what to expect right now. So
well, I mean, there's definitely a lot of history, and what I do think is interesting about the NFL games, obviously Jacksonville is a home team. Like they're playing two games.
They go there all the time.
Yeah, like that's like their second home. But it's cool to see in the stands, because there aren't a ton of NFL games that are played there, how many just NFL fans are there? You're going to see all sorts of different jerseys. But I will also say, Bears fans travel, and there's a whole group of Bears fans from the 80s that live over there. So you guys are going to get more support than I think you think walking into that place.
No doubt. I mean, I hope so. I mean, I feel like there hasn't been too many places where we win and we haven't had our Bear fans there showing out. So I don't expect anything different from it. I'm expecting to see a lot of Chicago jerseys, I'm assuming, in the city and things like that. So, I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to it, not knowing too much what to expect. But, hey, I'm sure this trip will do us justice.
It's awesome. I love the idea of Jaylon Johnson, who's been here a while now, looking up and seeing the score, 27-7. Oh, wait a minute. Now it's 30-7. I don't know what the hell to do with myself.
Hey, I'm telling you, I was happy as hell. I had a big smile on my face. I'm like, hey, God, this is what I'm talking about. I ain't felt like this in a long time.
It's so, nice when you can get a break at the end of the game too. You know, the fourth quarter comes along.
I've never had that. I've never had that in the league. In college a few times, but not since I've been in the pros for sure.
That's amazing. Jalen, you deserve it. All right, first team All-Pro. That's the goal this year, right? And then you can enter Lawrence's conversation for the best cornerback in the league.
I can't let you say that like that. I ain't going to lie to you. And utmost respect, I love Sauce. I love everything that he's been doing. He's been going crazy for a long time. He's definitely one of the best in the league for sure. But I just don't feel like last year he had a better year than me. And that one, Deron Bland broke records. He got to be first team All-Pro. But I feel like realistically, if we just really being real about the situation, I think it was a clear snub. But it's no issue. I'm second team, grateful for it. But I feel like it's one of those things where you can't not say I'm not one of the best, respectfully and humbly.
That's what I'm saying.
Good for you. Good for you. I mean, well, look, you're a guy.
Why are you trying to cause discord between me and Jaylon?
I know discord.
I know.
We just gotta
Jaylon,
let the fact be the fact stuff.
Jalen, I know you got my back on this one. It's just like I say, maybe the best corner in the league.
You said maybe. You didn't say undisputed. You didn't say without no question. You just said maybe. I mean, we can discuss it. We can go back and forth. Pick your favorite 4, favorite 5. We can figure it out.
Absolutely.
I
will say this: the conversation cannot be had without you in it. That's my point.
You guys see
me in the conversation. That's all. I'm good. I'm good for that.
You're there. You're there.
One, just put me up there.
You see Patrick Surtain. You see Patrick Surtain's long interception return for a touchdown.
Why are you doing this? What are you doing right now?
He watches the whole league.
He can't turn me against him because I love those guys. I love Sauce. I love Pat. I love great, excellent DB play. So, I mean, it's definitely nothing against nobody else. But I just believe in what I've done, especially these last few years. I mean, it's not – I mean, I feel like I'm up there in conversation. Again, it's subjective. Everybody has their opinion. Everybody say what they want to say. But I feel like you look at it, there's definitely, I feel like, undisputed a group of guys. And I feel like I'm in that list.
That's right. That's what we're going to play every time.
There you go.
Every time there's a big play for Jaylon Johnson. He knows. The people on Twitch get to see it.
That's it.
Oh, my God.
Jaylon, you're the best. Have a great, safe, fun trip over to London.
No doubt. Appreciate you guys.
All right. Thanks, Jaylon. Tapping in tapping into a lot of things with the great Jaylon Johnson right there.
Yeah, man, he's a lot of fun.
He's a lot of fun. And he came back after getting paid with as much of an edge or more. And he
I kind of like it.
Of course, yes. It's necessary to do
other
what he
guys that
does.
get paid and then they end up getting benched.
That's what I'm saying. That he is the anti-dog with fleas. He's the anti-version of that. He gets paid and comes back pissed, and he's like, second team All-Pro? How dare you? How dare you? And he's got more and more to fight on.
Speaking, it's our third year talking to Jaylon, right?
Third year.
On the afternoon show here?
Yes.
He's never sounded happier, I don't think.
I think you're right. I mean, like, super excited. He does a blowout. Well, blowout. The offense delivering that many points.
Getting plays off in the fourth quarter.
I never had that before, he said. It was
That's wild.
The whole backup secondary out there for him.
It was great. It was great for everyone. You get off your feet. You get to unstrap your shoulder pads. You're good to go.